Hello YouTube world, my name is Maureen Wangari Waithaka, and if you're new here, karibu sana. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also commenting down below. I know it feels like forever since you guys saw me. I have really missed you, and I know you guys have missed me as well, because most of you actually contacted me asking me when I was going to post a video. Here we are, and let me tell you, I was happy and disappointed at the same time, because I realized I had true fans and I had just disappointed the true fans. So anyway, let's get straight into the video. So in most Kenyan homes, once you got to class 6, 7 or 8, you were taken to a boarding school, and guess what? My family is part of the most Kenyan homes. So once I got to class 7, I was expected to join a boarding school, and I was really excited, because in our estate there were these kids who were in boarding school, and once they will come home for the holidays,
hey y'all, come look at this.
I felt like they were tourists coming for the vacation. So I wanted to experience the same thing, and I was really excited that I was going to a boarding school. First things first, interview. I went to do my interview, and let me tell you, it was a 3-hour drive from my home to that school. But I did not care. Hata kama hii shule iko Uganda ama Tanzania, I am going to the boarding school regardless of the distance. So yes, I did my interview, I passed, and then the secretary, she was so kind and beautiful. She handed me the admission letter, and she was like,
"Congratulations, you have passed your interview, and this is the admission letter. So on your report say, kindly come when you've shaved your hair."
Akili ni nywele. What happened to that phrase? You want me to shave my hair? Fine. Nothing is coming between me and boarding school, as I have said. So I went back home, I shaved my hair, we bought new stuffs, beddings, uniform, books, everything. Wow, I was so excited. On the reporting date, I thought that I was moving out of my parents' house. That is how I felt, and that is how I thought. Like I'm going somewhere to start my own life, living alone in my own apartment, nobody to command me. Shock on me. We went to school, and actually we arrived pretty late, at around 4 or 5-ish there, and people were out for games. So we were quickly admitted. My parents left, the matron took me to the dormitory, ensured that I was settled in. She told me to change into my games kit. I did exactly that and joined the rest in the field. I just sat there and watched people as they were playing, because I did not know anybody. Then the bell rang. I followed people to where they were going. We went to the dormitory, picked our buckets, went to fetch water. It was time to shower. Now, somebody come and explain to me how we used to shower in an open space. So, people are naked, comfortably naked, and they're showering in an open space. Like we don't have bathrooms here. Hele, hapa ndio kitumbo imeingia mchanga ama ni nini? I couldn't take it. There's no way I'm showering in an open space. So I stayed in the dormitory until everybody was done showering, and then I came back and showered alone. Then the bell rang again, and it was time to take our supper. Like, are we going to take supper at 5:40? You want us to take supper at 5:40, and then we are going to take breakfast tomorrow? Na nikisikia njaa 12? Nitakula? Hey. Yeah, sawa. So let's take our supper. And let me tell you, when I saw that meal, I almost collapsed. It was one huge ugali with 1 jug of soup and 3 beans. So those beans were just there swimming. There? They're just swimming. Hivi. Huh? Hey. Hini chakula nafai kukula. Hino chakula nimelipa school fees hiyo yote. Nimetoka Nairobi nikuja nikule hii chakula. Guy. And people were actually fighting for more food. I couldn't understand that. So I tried to eat my food, and I tried to maliza it, because sikuwa nataka watu wa feel niko na maringo. I just wanted to fit in this boarding school, because that's what I wanted. Every time I took a bite and swallowed, I was telling myself like, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better. And then at the back of my mind, I thought that once we're done taking supper, we either go back to the dormitory and sleep or go to a TV room and watch TV. Yes, because my father was the head teacher. And after I had finished my meal, let me tell you, I walked back to the dormitory and it was locked. Okay, now people are in the TV room. If they're not in the dormitory, then they're in the TV room. I walked back to like find my way to this TV room, and guess who I bumped into? The teacher on duty. He was actually the worst teacher ever. He called me,
"Young girl, come here. What are you doing outside at this time?"
I'm a newcomer.
"So, does that give you the mandate to be out at this time?"
He grabbed my hand and caned me. I just said I'm a newcomer. I don't know anything about this school. No many chapa. Okay.
Which class are you supposed to be in?
7 West.
He walked me to my class, and shock on him, I did not even have a locker, neither did I have a chair. So he went to look for one, and he made me carry my chair and my locker from the store to class. As long as I am concerned, if you're a new student somewhere, somebody had to carry for you those things because you're a newcomer. Where? As if that was not enough, he commanded me like, sit in front. Ni kama nilikuanga sasa na time ya kuchagua kwenye nitaka. Ati nataka kukaa na ule kijana, nataka kukaa pale nyuma. Why you? Sawa, I just sat there. Nobody's talking to me. Everybody's just staring at me and the teacher because they're all afraid of him. And I also did not have books. All my books were in the dormitory. So this boy gave me his English textbook, and I was reading it as if it's a textbook, as if it's a storybook, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And at this time, tears were just rolling down. I couldn't wait for morning. Niende niambie secretary, please call my parents to come back for me. There is no way I'm staying in this school. After that kind of a treatment, no way. 10 o'clock came. It was time to go to sleep. I went to dormitory. I did not talk to anybody. I already hate this school. I hate everything. I hate everyone. I even hate the name now. I went to the dorm, changed into my pajamas and slept. Morning came, then this girl tapped me. She woke me up and she told me we're not supposed to like shower in the morning, and thank God, because that place was terribly cold. We were actually next to Mount Kenya, so in the morning we were not supposed to shower. You're just supposed to wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face, put on your uniform and go to class. When I walked outside, it was still dark. Like, what is the time? Why is it still dark? So I thought it was around like 5:50, headed to like 6, and this girl had just decided to like wake me up earlier. You see? Shock on me. I go to class and look up at that wall clock, and it was 4:50. The president of Kenya is still asleep. Everybody in this country is still asleep, apart from us. What are we doing up at 4:50? These are even ungodly hours. Like, guy, we should even be demonstrating, guy. And people are comfortable. Wamefika and they're wanasoma too. Like, it's okay to meamka hii time. You people are okay. Fine. If you people are okay, then I'm okay. 6 o'clock, a man walks in. Are we having a class at 6 o'clock in the morning? I've not even taken breakfast and we are having a class. But this guy was, at least, he was kind of sweet. He noticed that I was a newcomer. He welcomed me well. Hey, but are we having a class at 6 a.m.? Sawa basi. Tukasoma. 6:45 tukatoka nje ya class. Mimi nafikiria we are going for breakfast. We are going for mass, guys. We are going for mass. We had mass every day. Our school was a Stunt Catholic school. We had mass every day, regardless of the weather. Whether it's raining cats and dogs, we are going for mass. Whether the priest is not available, we are going for mass every day at 6:45, and we have not taken our breakfast, and we took our supper at 5:40 the previous day. I'm hungry. We went for mass. I was not even concentrating. I was just thinking of ideas of how I'm going to convince my parents that this boarding school is not the best thing that ever happened to me, and they should get me out as soon as possible before I lose my mind. The only way to do that is by failing my exams. And I was like, perfect. If you're going to do any exams, I'm failing intentionally. Mass was over, and now it's time to go and take our breakfast. Now, since we had taken like supper 5:40 the previous day, I was expecting that we're going to have this heavy breakfast. Like somebody has applied like margarine on my bread. There is the sausages, good tea, quality tea. You see? Tea yenye kona maziwa mingi, sukari. You see? Shock on me. We were having plain tea. Plain tea enye maziwa iko huko. Maziwa iko Kinangop na sisi tuko na nyuki. Sukari haiko pia. Guy, you know this is torture. This is torture. Huh? This is torture, and there's no way I'm going to stay in this school. I'm going to fail my exams because my parents have already paid for me to be here. So I'm going to use that money, and then I'm going to fail my exams so that I'll convince my parents that boarding school is not the best place, and then they'll remove me in this school, and out we go. At this point, the only thing that I'm going to tell you, all my plans failed, because that's where I did my Kenya Certificate of Primary Education. Meaning, the more I tried failing my exams, the more I passed. Yeah, so let me tell you, that was the worst experience ever, and that was the worst hospitality that I ever got in a school. So that's all for today's video. Kindly give this video a thumbs up, and also comment down below any of your worst experience in a boarding school. And also don't forget to follow me on social media platforms, on Instagram at Maureen_Wangari, and on Facebook at Maureen Wangari Waithaka. Also, if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, please support a girl, subscribe, and see you in the next vlog. Bye.